Hi, welcome back to At Home with Lady Cinnamon. Today I will be taking you along to do some container gardening and a little bit of cleaning up in the backyard. This is the latest we have ever done any gardening. We're getting started really late, but I started with putting down some of that weed cloth, and also, as you can see here, I filled up the garden bed with some biodegradable boxes, and now I'm going in with my my second layer actually of the garden soil. I don't want to use this for planting. I just want to fill up the actual container garden, and this is saving lots of money. You want to put garden soil actually in the ground because it's so compact, and you want to use potting mix for container gardening. But this is a second level, like I said, to basically fill up the garden. We're going to be cleaning up the other side of the yard. This right here is a foxtail fern, and it's going to be on one side, and also we picked up something that can pollinate with, which is a double knockout rose. They're pretty easy to maintain, and this is what it will look like once it grows. So first things first is we're adding in some composting. I like this one. It's a natural organic mushroom compost, and we added in a little fertilizer. We have this weird dirt that we're not used to. I'm from Jersey, so it's a little muddy and like clay down in North Carolina where we moved to. So we're adding in some garden soil. This is what you use when you're planting in the ground, and to give it some fertilizer and something to grow in. And we got that planted, and we put a little border around it to protect it from when the HOA comes out and gets to doing the yard. And we're going to put the fern on the other side, and this is what it looked like when we're done. Next, I'm going to be going in with my potting mix. This is going to be basically perfect for container gardening. It's not going to pack down heavy like garden soil, so this is what you want to use. I'm also going to be adding some tomato and vegetable organics. It's like a fertilizer, and of course my composting. I didn't do any composting. I'm not really sure how to do it, so I just buy a large bag, and this is what the fertilizer looks like. It's sort of like pellets or something, and it's sort of like slow release. So that's what I'm going with this year. So now I'm ready to add in my final layer. This will be the potting mix and the compost mixed together, and I really wanted to do another potager garden. We lost all of our shrubs, bushes, and trees in our backyard from Japanese beetles in 2023, so we're having to start all over again, get rid of the soil, and all of our plants and arborvitae trees, you name it, those things tore it up. So yeah, so I'm going in, I added in our potting mix. I'm adding in now the compost, and I'm just going to mix this together, and then we'll be all ready to plant. So now that I've thoroughly raked and got this aerated and ready, and I've mixed all of my compost, fertilizer, and potting mix together, as you can see, the sky is really gray and it's about to rain, so we had to start rushing through the recording. First things first though, we're going to go ahead and get the foxtail fern planted. As you can see, the roots are very tubular, so it shouldn't be a lot of maintenance. I think it doesn't need a lot of watering, and hopefully this will grow and be big and beautiful in that corner of the yard. And we went through the same process. We're just going to go back and add weed cloth and some mulch later. Now, as far as the plants that we're using, I'm going to be going with herbs for the potager gardening, and we're going to put all of these tomatoes that you see here in these container grow bags. I haven't used grow bags before, so wish me luck with that. I have several different varieties of tomatoes. I think I have about 5 different types, so we're going to be trying those. And I will be putting all of the herbs that I'm going to be using for my potager garden on this side and adding some pepper plants on the other side. I started with some basil, have to have that. They're great in salads, adding to fruits and such during the season, and cooking sauces and stews and soups. I'm also adding in some of this sage, gotta have it. A lot of these you can grow them and even dry them out by hanging them in a cool dry place and use them throughout the year. It's such a money saver, and it's nothing like going and pulling your fresh herbs out of your garden. Everything tastes so great and so vibrant and so fresh. I'm also adding in some thyme, and also, as you can see here, some rosemary. I have to go back and get some flat leaf parsley. I wasn't able to find that, so I'm gonna hit up another store probably this coming weekend. And here the only other thing I added was the thyme, and so that's good for now. I do have some mint. Mint proliferates so quickly, it will take over all of the herbs in a potager or garden container garden. So I'm going to be planting those separately in probably a grow bag, but for now I'm just going to put them in a little container with large peppers. All of these tomatoes I will be putting in the grow bags, but from this side to the other side, I'm going to add in a few of these bell pepper plants. I'm probably going to go back and get some garlic and onion too, because these are items that I always use, and I cook about 95% of my meals. I like to cook and eat at home a lot, so this is why these are going to be invaluable to me. I am going to get so much use out of these, and a lot of these things freeze easily, like peppers and onions and such. And garlic you can put in jars, or so yeah, I just love doing this kind of garden. So this is set. The rain is about to come in, so I'm not going to show you how I mix the soil for these, but it's basically the same. Getting started with my tomato plants, I'm gonna pinch off these little suckers down here, and just break up the roots a little bit and get those planted. If you have tomato plants, you want to pull those off. Don't worry about it later, because all of those little white hairs you see is where the tomato plant will actually grow roots. So you can just plant them low if you want. Don't worry about it. And I just got all these done. Like I said, it was about to pour down rain, and it did. So I got everything done just in time. I had just enough time to clean up and get rid of all of the dirt everywhere, so it wouldn't be a muddy mess after it rained. That's just the fire pit. Ignore that. And I got these done. Also, I moved the peppers over a little bit. I got the peppers and mint there. I'll be adding those in grow bags later, so I'm all set. So guys, I hope you liked this video. It was so much fun getting started with gardening. I'll be coming back with an update of the new items I planted, and also in about, I say, a month, 6 weeks or so, how the garden is growing. So thank you so much. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps out my channel so much. And also hit the bell twice if you're subscribing, because I do so many other things other than gardening, like artwork and decor and room tours and builds, and guys, you name it, I do it all. So I hope that you become a part of family. And guys, I hope to see you in the next video, and I want to thank you all for watching.